guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A good bit to talk about in today's video because we've got Sweet on the Hal and Lou drama, basically saying that Lou has screwed up big time by joining that call, and some of the things that he said also called him out on that as well. We've got a 10-year-old winning a LAN event, which is absolutely impeccable. And then also this guy is also known in the community for basically a video that gained some traction with Imperial Hal as well. And the LCQ Format Explained. I know a lot of people have been asking me how this LCQ format works, which teams are going to make it, how many teams are going to make it, who's all playing in it as well. So we're going to mention some notable names, how many people are going to be able to make it out of this alive and over to the championship, and all of that and much more in today's video. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends news related and esports related. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing I wanted to make mention of here was this 10-year-old Lil Fredson. You guys probably know him. He's definitely gained some traction over the last couple of months. Like I said, he had a video on the Apex Lounge channel that did some numbers, and I think even the Just Apex things as well. This guy is literally 10 years old, controller guru, and Pioneers basically put on this event, and also it said Lil Fredson had won his first ever LAN event while playing against a world champion, setting a fine example for the young generation. You could see like this guy, it obviously meant the world to him, and I think Verhulst was like right behind him as well, and Verhulst was just kind of like hyping him up, and this guy has got a future ahead of him for sure. Now his dad's actually the one that runs his Lil Fredson account, and it's really cool because like he's really supportive of what his son is doing, and I think just stuff like that is really cool to see in the esports scene. And it's kind of weird how it's all flipped over in the last like 10 years, because obviously a lot of us when we were coming up, you know, our parents weren't really for it. They don't even understand, you know, you can't really do anything with video games. So now that it's kind of changing, it's nice to see like, you know, the path that some of these kids are able to take. So just thought I would mention that. Definitely pretty cool. Also wanted to mention the LCQ format. This is probably one of the most requested topics I've been having on the channel. What exactly is going on? Who's going to be playing in it? Who's going to be able to make it out of it? How many teams are going to qualify? So here is the format explained from the competitive Apex subreddit on Reddit. Of course, this is going to be the ALGS LCQ format this year. They say the tournament will decide the last two teams from each region going into championship, and the other teams not playing in championship that will be invited to year 4 ALGS Split 1 Pro League. So from the picture that you can see, I'll try to zoom it out as well so that you guys can make a little bit more of a note for it. So basically they explain it like this. You have the Split 2 playoffs that's about to take place in London right now, right? Of course, we all know this tournament is coming up. Well, you have the teams that don't qualify for champs there. I believe it's the top 7. I think the top 7 qualify for champs. So basically, all those teams that do not qualify for champs through that will go into a pool of 20 teams for 2 groups, right? So you've got 40 teams in this. So that's going to be those players that did not qualify from champs or for champs in Split 2. You've got Split 2 Pro League teams that are involved in that. And then you've got 2 teams from the Challenger circuit that will be in that as well. That's going to make up the 40 teams. From there, you basically start a full tournament bracket, right? So you've got winners bracket round 1, Group A. You've got winners bracket round 1, Group B. The top 10 teams will move on to winners bracket round 2, of course. The bottom teams will go to losers bracket round 1. It keeps on until you get a finals and a losers bracket round 2. The bottom 10 teams from loser bracket round 2 will be eliminated and sent out of the LCQ. The top 10 obviously will go to the finals, and then the top 2 teams in a match point format from those finals will make it to the ALGS World Championship. So that means obviously you've got teams like you've got the Dojo, I believe, competing in it that qualified for it. You've got a couple other teams as well, like that are kind of like on the up and up, more of Challenger circuit. They've never really been in Pro League too much. So you've got people like the Dojo obviously being like Timmy, Designful, and all of those guys as well. Then you've also got some teams like Tripods that were in the Pro League that are going to be involved in this stuff as well. You've also got Albert Lely's new team with Wildcard. They're going to be playing in the LCQ as well, which is going to be Madness. Someone asked me about what team he's on. I think I made a video about it, but it's Albert Lely, Madness, and Shuby going to be playing on that squad. A lot of really good rosters coming into this. And honestly, if I had to pick 2 teams right now to make it into this championship from the LCQ, I would put my bet that Wild Card will definitely make it, but I don't really know who the second team is going to be. There's a lot of good talent in Challenger circuit, and I don't want to just immediately say it's going to be a Pro League team that, you know, is still around for the, you know, North American side. Obviously, there's some other regions in this as well, but I mainly am more aware of the North American one. So I'll say Wild Card for sure I have making it, but I cannot say that I know a second team that's definitely going to make it. Despite all of this, the top 2 teams from the LCQ, yes, will go into the playoffs or will go into the World Championship, and then the bottom 18 teams will be eliminated. However, all of these teams that are eliminated, it also says that the top teams from this will be invited to the Pro League for Split 1 year 4, but the amount of teams depends on the championship team. So basically, if you guys remember, they've been doing a lot of stuff lately with like however many region teams make it to the championship, however many region teams place, you know, XYZ determines how many, you know, people from that region that they're going to invite. So it all depends on how like the placements line up in the end, depending on how many people they are going to invite for the next year. Split 1 Pro League for year 4. It is nice to see that year 4 is coming around. Now, I also want to mention, this is totally unrelated, but I've heard that Battlefy's contract is actually going to be running out soon this year. I think ALGS year 3 is supposedly the last contractual season that they're going to be having with this. And so I would actually like to see another organization pick this up. I personally am not a huge fan of Battlefy. I think, like, honestly, you know, it's not necessarily their website. I think a lot of the auto trackers and stuff, it's good, but it's more of like the you know, the bugs and the management and like the way they don't want to handle stuff. Sometimes I feel like the refs are a little inconsiderate sometimes, and I know they got a lot on their plate, but I've seen a lot of drama come through out of this, of refs not wanting to look into things, or you got hackers that are running through and they're not banning anybody, or the refs don't want to restart a game even though everyone clearly was lagging out and only like 5 teams weren't lagging. So it's just kind of weird to see. And I guess honestly that could be more of an Apex issue, but overall I think it'd be good to see maybe another company or organization get involved in this as well, and maybe it could be for the betterment of all of Apex esports. Also wanted to mention sweet dreams in the drama. Obviously you guys know that there was a call with with Hal, Lou, and Alberlelli Mac. I mixed Hal and Mac together, but they got on a call together and were talking about the problem with Lanimals as they were watching Jayhawk's video of what happened with Lanimals, the downfall of Lanimals. Sweet actually said that Lou screwed himself big time, and I think he makes perfect sense. So watch the clip on what Sweet's opinion is about the whole Lanimals drama that's been going around lately. Roll the clip.
Jeez. It is my job as a leader to inform the team that we are dead. Wait, no, Steve's. Bro, Lou fucked up joining that call because not only did he enrage all of the Hal Dick writers, but all of the TSM fans are now just at any moment memeing Lou. Lou really fucked up joining that call, bro. Like, Lou would have never had this amount of hate if it wasn't for that call. Like, all of the little TSM guys who love to get a word in edgewise are just at the ready right now. Holy shit.
Pull up on them while they're crafting.
I like that. I like that.
Guys, Lou is a great person and a great player. The way it should be said is Lou is a great player, but an even better person. Now, you know, I don't know. Of the people who deserve hate and little snarky comments, Lou is not one of them. I'm gonna be real.
We could wrap frontside.
You think they'll be ready? You think they're after?
No, guys. Mac and Lou, that conversation with Hal pretty much boiled down to Mac and Lou verbally 1v1, and the loser had to team with Naughty. If you boiled everything that was said down there and the vibes everybody was giving, it was a verbal 1v1 for a fault of the team, and the loser had to team with Naughty. That was the breakdown that they were giving. Like, it was so chalked. It was so fried to listen to. It was so bad. Like, oh my God. Naughty, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm live.
Yeah. So.
Can you give me a 1-sentence breakdown of the Lou Mac thing? This 1 sentence from your POV?
Lou Mac.
Yeah,
Huh?
just like your whole time teaming with them, like 1 sentence from your POV.
How basically you're saying? Tell me how teaming with Lou and Mac was.
Yes, I'm on stream. I need 1 sentence.
I can make 2 make hits. I'm trying to think with the command.
It was a lot of fun.
We're gonna come.
Best thing I can say.
What a pussy. You know he lying too, bro. What a pussy, bro. What a pussy.
So obviously there's a lot of drama, a lot of mixed opinions in here, and I think for the most part people agree that, like, you know, some of the drama is a little bit one-sided bias because, of course, like Sweet said, everybody that agrees with Hal, everybody that loves TSM, they're of course going to side with whatever, you know, has to be said for that situation. And I think they've also got a little bit of bias towards Mac because he used to be on TSM. And so the fact that Lou decided to go in there, I think he's just going to have a hard time recovering from, like, the whole, you know, defending himself. Now, of course, like, sometimes if things are very obvious, you will have situations where they'll kind of leave the fan favorite whatever to, you know, side with the truth. But I feel like there's a lot of blurry lines here. Nonetheless, I don't think it's like that big of a deal, but I do think Sweet makes a good point that, you know, none of this should have ever blew up the way that it did. None of it should ever be as much of a problem as it was. but I'm interested to see what you guys have to say nonetheless. Lastly, just as we wrap the video up, just want to show you guys, this was a crazy clip coming from the challenger circuit. Koifel is on the up and up, man. This guy has been doing some great work over the last couple of months and years, but I would say more so over the last couple of months. He's been really making a name for himself, especially after he had been playing, I think, with Meat Lovers as well. This guy 1v5 in challenger circuit. Take a look at this clip just as we wrap it up. Roll the clip.
In the building, what the fuck? I'm dropping down to third floor, in third floor.
Knocked one.
I'm in third floor.
I'm nading it.
Yo, someone zipped into my building, guys. Everybody needs to group up in third floor.
Can we go second?
I'm 1 second, 1 second. There's a new team. New team, yeah. Can we get full kills? Nice. On our stairs right now. They're gonna swing me, guys. They're gonna swing me. I'm in a really weird spot. I need help, man.
Oh, me.
You win this, Corey. You win
Give me
this.
Koi. He's in my gas. Just spay res, maybe?
On the right, Corey. Healing. You got my shield. Nice, last guy. You fucking shit on them. Bat. Go ahead and bat. Good shit, baby. Good shit. You can stick res even if you want to. He has no Q.
No way. He's
He's sticking
resing.
res.
Just bat in the corner.
Yeah,
on me.
I'm batting in your shield. Batting in your knockdown, okay? Homie. Let's
Nice.
fucking go, Koi. You're insane.
So you guys can see this guy has got some talent, to say the least. It was actually also cool because he was playing with Duplex and Lou, despite the conversation we had just had. So interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics down in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.